Hello and welcome to my poster presentation on the leadership of Dr. King, who was a pivotal figure in the civil rights movement in America. Through his courage, empathy, and strategic approach, Dr. King inspired change and he left a long-lasting impact in society. Dr. King was able to inspire change by leading several nonviolent protests and resistance campaigns, such as the Montgomery bus boycott, the March on Washington, and the Birmingham campaign, and the Selma Voting Rights March. These events helped pave the way for several civil rights legislation, like the 1964 Civil Rights Act that outlawed discrimination based on race, color, sex, and national origin, and the 1965 Voting Rights Act that prohibited racial discrimination in voting, and the 1968 Fair Housing Act that banned discrimination in the sale and rental of housing. Dr. King's leadership style was defined by deep empathy for the oppressed, by actively listening to the oppressed and amplifying their voices. He gained support for the civil rights movement and inspired the pursuit of equality and justice. Dr. King also led through his courage in the face of adversity. He fearlessly confronted an unjust system and inspired others to stand up against oppression. Dr. King also displayed strategic and adaptive leadership throughout his career by organizing protest movements to confront injustice. His emotional intelligence also enabled him to empathize, inspire unity, and manage conflict constructively. He set an ethical climate throughout his career by consistently advocating for nonviolence, justice, and equality in society, which established the moral guidelines for the civil rights movement. And while Dr. King's leadership was inspiring and impactful, it's also important for us to acknowledge some of his limitations and flaws in his leadership style. One of them being he was excessively optimistic about the pace of progress, which led to sometimes unrealistic expectation and also underestimating the unjust system that was present at the time. He also had disagreement with other civil rights movements, which exposed his struggles with interpersonal relationship. And people argued that Dr. King overlooked the intersection of race and gender. Um, the perspective and experiences of women, especially black women, were mostly overlooked by Dr. King in his leadership style, and also his commitment to nonviolence made him hesitant towards more radical tactics, which made people think he was weak or he just didn't have it in him. Nevertheless, his legacy also still remains a source of unity and inspiration to us all, and we will continue to celebrate Dr. King achievement and celebrate him as we go on. Thank you for listening to my presentation on Dr. King's leadership, and have a good day.